Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little project share. Well, actually it's a tutorial on how to make a box envelope to fit these fun napkin cards, or thicker cards that you use like uber thick embellishments on. And since I was in the middle of doing them, I thought, hey, let's go ahead and do this one with you because it's a bigger one, so it's easier to see. And but yeah, these box envelopes work really nice for these. And then if you put them in a 5 3/4 by 5-inch clear bag, it actually stores them really nice until you're ready to use it. Or if you want to sell it at a craft fair, they work really great. And yeah, they're just really nice. So this one here, though, I'll show you where to stop if you're going to just do a regular box envelope that's closed like this that you can address and send out. But then I was actually gonna put a window in this one if you want it to be a display one that you're adding with like a gift, which is what I'm doing with this. It's actually going with a gift, and I wanted it to be a gift as well. So I wanted a little window, and I thought it would be pretty fun. So we are gonna use our 123 punch board. I have some Park Lane precision cardstock. I get this at Joann Fabrics, and online. They usually have some really good paper sales around Christmas time. They have a lot of like double-sided 12 by 12s. They have 6 by 6 paper pads. I think they even sell 8 by 8s and stuff. And you can get a really good deal. I mean, almost as good as Michael's, if sometimes the same cost as well. But I generally buy a lot of them, especially like these solid ones. And these are the ones that are nice. Park Lane is a pretty good weight. They're solid core, and they have this really cool little texture on it that I actually really like. So I'm gonna actually I want to do a turquoise one that matches that one there. So let's get out. Let's actually use this color instead. And so I'm gonna make a 6 by 6 box envelope. So I've got my 12 by 12. Let's see. And these little ones, the 4 by 4s, these will be extra postage because they're thicker and they're a square. Generally, square cards go for more because they don't run through the machine as easy, I guess, or something. And but this paper size was made with a regular 8.5 by 11, so that's actually pretty nice. You don't need a 12 by 12 sheet or something larger than an 8.5 by 11 to make it. So you're gonna take your 123 punch board. It makes envelopes, bows, and boxes. The score lines on here all generally coordinate. The color coordinates with what it is you're making. So like the envelope is turquoise, so you're going to generally follow the turquoise punch lines and the punch guide. The box one is the gold, and so you're going to follow the gold instructions. It'll have like this has an asterisk on the top for this guide makes regular envelopes, but then to get it to be a box, you also score line B. So on here, the punch guide for the envelopes is along here. It's the turquoise. So when it says, like 3 7/8, you're going to come over here. You're going to start on, you're going to line it up on the top, and then you're going to get a regular envelope, you're going to follow line A, envelope score line A. And then additionally, to get box envelope, you're going to score line B. So you're going to do both of those and then flip the page, and then this is your envelope groove that the first one, line A, is going to drop into and continue and so forth. So just for that, and then this is gray, like a dark gray black, and you're going to follow the bow guide on here right there to make it. So, but we're doing envelopes, so let's proceed with that. And so I'm going to come over here. I have a 6 by 6 card right there, and it says I need a 9 3/4 inch piece of paper. When you see the paper size here, there's only one number because it's square. So it's going to be 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got my paper trimmer here. And to make these box envelopes, it seemed like it was the easiest when I used my tape gun or my ATG gun or score tape. And I'm actually going to use score tape today. So 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So we're done with this. Oh, whoops. It didn't stick. And I'm going to come over here. And because this is a large piece of paper, you're going to have the leg out. And then the score tool that's in the end there. I already popped it out, but it goes right there. And so then it said we're going to use, here, punch guide. Let's see, where's it at? 6 by 6. You're going to use punch guide 4 7/8. So up here, we're going to go to 4 7/8 right there. So take the paper to 4 7/8. Then we're going to punch. And we're going to do the 2 score lines on the right. You want to just press firmly. Go all the way into the groove and press firm. You're going to rotate your paper. Both score lines are going to go past the envelope groove right there. And then you're going to come back and feel for it to drop into the groove. Punch. And then score again. And you're going to do this all the way around on all 4 sides. Turn. Go past the envelope groove. Come back. Wait for it to drop in. Punch. Score firmly on both lines. Go past, drop in the groove, punch, score both lines. And there we go. Now the top left does rounds the corners on the envelopes. It's actually just a corner rounder. It looks like that. The right side is for the boxes. It does a little hooky thing for the boxes to close. So we're done with this. And now what we're going to do is all our little score lines. I flipped it over because when you fold a score line, the bump always goes up. And you want to burnish both lines really good on all 4 sides. I guess there's not 4 score lines, there's actually 8. Since there's 2 on each side, huh? Yeah, but it's actually relatively easy and pretty fast just to make a regular box card. Okay, and so then if you were just going to make a regular box card, this is where you would do it at. So what you would do is bring up the 2 sides, and I put the two sides in first, so that way whatever you're sliding into the envelope, it has a smooth place to slide on when it's going in. It's not trying to run into this, like if these were on the top, it's not trying to run into that bottom edge because it's over it there, and it just slides all the way to the bottom really easily. So what you would do is, if you just wanted a normal box envelope to put in the mail, you would put your score tape on the 2 edges. Then what I typically do is I hold these 2 down to where they're square, and then I would push this up and just push in the center at the very top of the point on the bottom flap. And then what I would do is, after, you put the score tape on and then you do that, and then I would flip it over like this, and I would run a ruler on the inside, one of these flat rulers, and I would just smooth it down with the ruler, and then, flip it over, and then you're ready to put your score tape on to seal it. However, since I'm going to pop a window in, we're going to do one more step with this. But that would be your box envelope if you wanted to stop there. So let's move on to a window. And for this part, I'm using Lawn Fawn's stitched stackables, the largest one in this set. They're outside in. They're called outside in stitched square stackables from Lawn Fawn. This big one, what it does is it cuts the window or it cuts the paper, and when it cuts it, it leaves a stitch there. But then on the opening, once the opening's cut out, it also leaves a stitched edge on the opening. So they're really cool. So let's go ahead and show you what that is. So I need to get my large cutting machine. I need my large cutting machine. And basically what I want to do is, I want to, in the center of this envelope, is where I'm going to put my square. Let's see here. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. It's kind of messy. I don't know how it got so messy in just a matter of 5 minutes. Jeez. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I am going to take this largest stitched stackable die, and I'm just going to line it up in the center, eyeball it as best I can, and then tape it on the inside, so if the tape decides to stick to the paper, it's on the one I'm discarding anyways. And now, since my flaps are too long, to go on the sides of the, to be able to go through the machine with it, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my cutting plate down. No, I'm going to put a piece of copy paper down. Then I'm going to put my cutting plate, my small cutting plate down, since it's larger than what I'm cutting. And then I'm going to line it up with the edge here, so I'm not squishing any of that. But the copy paper is going to protect for the most part what's down. And then hopefully these two sides won't be too bad. So I got a piece of copy paper. I'm just going to fold it in half. I wonder actually if I just, well, no, that's too big. That's why I didn't do that. Okay, so we're just going to put this in the center. And then we're going to put this back over it. And that's not going to cut, so. And then I'm just going to fold the flaps over like this and hope for the best, in all honesty. I'm going to hold them down till it goes through the machine. There. Okay, now. Oh, that did not feel good. So be careful. There's a little tension here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it's wrinkling it a bit, but I think it'll be okay. I think we can work with it. Okay, so there it is there. Let me move this out of the way. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, hey. There we go. There's our little window piece. And you can save these to... There we go. And that looks pretty good to me. I think I can work with this. We can work with that. Here's our little burnishing tool. Actually, let me get this other one. I'm just going to smooth this edge down. see if we can do the same for this one. I think we can. I'm pretty sure we can work with that. I think it'll be just fine. Let's get all the little janky pieces. I would have put a piece of copy paper down so it still looked nice, but I wasn't sure how thick, what it was gonna do, you know? Okay. Hey, that looks pretty good. Okay, I think we can work with that. I think that's gonna be just fine. And it's the back, so that looks pretty decent. And then we have the window. So let's go ahead and put our acetate in. And I have a piece of, I have this acetate sheets from Stamps of Life. They're 6x6. Like so. They have little papers in between. And then I'm just going to use my ATG gun and go right around the edge of the window so it sticks down nice and tight. Right there. Oh, I want to make sure I don't have any, my grubby mitts weren't on it. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So then we're just going to go right in the center. And then I'm going to use the edge of my sleeve to press down onto the tape so I don't get any fingerprints on there. Wait, something's not right. There we go. Oh, look at that. How cool. And then, see, isn't that going to be cool? Amazing. Like so. How cool, right? That's going to be neat. So let's go ahead. Oh, did I touch it? Oh, please, no fingerprints. Try not to get fingerprints on the window. It's no fun. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put score tape down here. And this is just 1/8 inch score tape. You don't need anything else. Or, you know, any bigger. It's not necessary. Okay, so now let's see. Typically, I would just hold these square. Typically, I would hold it square like that and then press the one into the center. I think I'm going to still try that even with the window. Okay, let's square these up. Trying to make sure that these edges are straight. You know, not like tweaked in like that one was. You know, not like that. You want it to be as straight as, you know, you can get it. About like so. And then what I do is I push the edge up of the back side up and then push down on the center. And then we're gonna unstick it, but turn it over and use our ruler to press it down. You know, like that. And that's that. That looks pretty good. So let's put some more score tape on this side. Okay, and now everything is actually ready to go on my mom's card, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it in. And then that'll just fold over when I go to do it like so. Well, it should. There. It'll be like that. So let's go ahead and see if we can seal it up nice. Okay, that looks pretty square. So what, let's see, do we want to do that? Let's see what's going to get a square. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so let's pull this, the backing off. And so hold the edge up. And then we can press it. And now you're just going to put the window in if... Oh, look how cool, right? Doesn't that look neat? Look how nifty. Oh. Don't touch the window. Don't get your mitts on it. But, look how cool, right? And you get all the fun little... It just makes it that much more... And you do this if you're giving it with a gift. So if you make a fun little card like this, with all the little tags that have all the little sentiments and things in it, you know... You're going to pop the window in so they can see the fun, but then you can't mail it like this, you know. So I just, I'm going to send this with a gift. So there it is there. There's a box card. And then, yeah, that's how it is. And they ship just fine in the envelopes like that. They just have to go for a little more postage. And there you have it. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. Until next time, thanks for hanging out and happy crafting. Bye-bye.